Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lara and today I'm doing another decluttering / empties video. So I tend to do these every 2 months approximately. I try to get them out like the last week of the month, every other month, but that does sometimes change up a little bit, as is the case for this week. It is coming a little bit early this month just because I have had to shift some of my videos around. So basically what happened is I do both Project Pan videos and Pan Those Eyeshadows videos, and usually I film Pan Those Eyeshadows videos every other month as well, but I had to give it a little bit more time this past update because in the midst of trying to use those eyeshadows, I decided to incorporate a 30-day minimalist makeup challenge, which required me to use different eyeshadows. And as a result, I didn't have enough time with those Pan Those Eyeshadows. So sorry for the long explanation, but basically I needed to give myself a bit more time with that. So that video got shifted later. So then I decided to move up this empties and decluttering video earlier. You don't care about that, so let's just get right on into it. Usually people split up their empties and their declutters, but for me, because I am constantly kind of working on my collection, I'm working on finishing things, I'm working on curating things, I just film it as they come and I put them all together in one video. So I'm going to start off with my empties and then I will get into my declutters. Also, I feel like because I have not had time, my appearance in videos lately has not been very varied. I'm filming a couple of videos today and I'm trying out some different like hairstyles and eye makeup looks, and I don't even know if you can tell, but I have like a couple of braids in my hair here on this side and then also on this side. I love the look of like these little braids. I actually was inspired today by this picture of Charithra Chandran from Bridgerton. She plays the younger sister. Look how cute this is! Oh my god. I mean, it's not exactly how my hair looks, but I really like the look. Oh my god, both her and Simone Ashley, like the whole time I'm watching the show, I'm just like, I want all of these looks. Oh, they're so beautiful. I can't. Anyways, obsessed with Bridgerton. We already know that. Let's talk about my empties and declutters. Oh, and also it's kind of funny that like I'm obsessed with orange and yellow on the eyes, but I have zero orange clothing. I don't think I'm unique in this way. Like orange is getting a bit more popular, but I have no clothing that is orange. So I settled for a red shirt today. I was like, this is gonna work. This is what I have to do. So because I'm filming this a little bit early, I might actually have a couple more empties before the end of the month, but I'll just put those into my next empties video and it'll be slightly bigger. But I don't really anticipate having too many. I might have like 1 or 2 items. Anyways, so I'm just gonna do makeup first, makeup empties, and then makeup declutters, and then move on to skincare and hair care. The first 2 empties here you will have seen in my most recent video. If you watch that throughout the course of my 30-day minimalist makeup challenge, I actually managed to finish 2 makeup products, so props to me. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I've talked about this before, so I'm not gonna go on at length about this, but glad to have it out. I wasn't sure if it was expired. And also the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk Foundation. This was kind of weird when I cut it open because I had managed to get like most of it out actually. You know how usually when you open things, you're like, oh wow, there's so much product in there. That was not the case with this. There was 1 day's use of product, and then in one of the corners, there was a ton of product that had just like dried up. It was really weird and kind of gross. I think I took a picture, so I will insert that here. Overall, I did not love this product. I got it from Buns. It wasn't the perfect shade match for me, so that might have been part of it, but it also was too light coverage. I never used this by itself. I always used it in tandem with another higher coverage product. And I don't think that it's just that I dislike light coverage products, because I have the Merit foundation stick and that's not, I would say that's like light to medium coverage, but the formula and the consistency just works a lot better on my skin, whereas with this, I just felt like it wasn't really doing much most of the time. It also had a weird scent, not a great shade range, so yeah, I would not buy that again, but I'm glad to have it out of my collection. I now only have 2 foundations left. So the next makeup declutter is the City Mini palette from Maybelline. Part of this is like breaking. One of the shades kind of shattered a little bit, so I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see that. Oh. I have also talked about this at length. I really only used that gold shade in the corner there. That was a beautiful color on me, but all the rest of these I didn't really like very much. And I found when I compared that gold shade to this Fenty shade I have, they were very, very similar, kind of a dupe, so I might as well get rid of this palette if I have a product that I like better, which is effectively the same color. So this is the Fenty. It's actually a highlight, but I use it as eyeshadow shades, and that one there is the Fenty and that one is the Maybelline. So not completely identical, but similar enough that on the eyes they show up as virtually the same shade. So yeah, I decided it's time to say goodbye to this. And then the final makeup declutter of the month, this is the Vital Radiance lip product from Revlon. I have a bunch of these. I don't like the formula. I don't really like them, and the colors aren't great for me. So I decided to get rid of this one. I just don't think that it's a color that I will enjoy. Can you kind of tell? I just don't generally like bright lips, and I think that this would be a little bit too bright for me. I mean, obviously I'm wearing a red, but that's different from like a pink or an orange in my mind. So yeah, glad to be saying goodbye to another one of those. Slowly trying to work them out of my collection. And next, let's move on to skincare empties. Actually, I think everything else in here is an empty, which is great. That normally tends to be the case with skincare and hair care products. I tend to just finish them off even if I don't love them, because they don't take a super long time to work through, as opposed to a literal eyeshadow palette. This would take like years. So all the rest of these are empties. I was just filming and it didn't work, so let's try that again. I forgot I'm actually also getting rid of this. So this was from a mascara. I don't know if I ever used the mascara. I kind of think not. I think I was always just using this as a brush because it is very like separating. I don't know what the term is, but like the individual bristles. And that's what I like for separating my lashes. However, I had completely forgotten about this. It was in some makeup bag that I found in here when I was organizing a little while ago. I will link that video. And I just don't use it anymore, and it's like partially broken. So I decided it's just time to get rid of this. If I need something like that again, I'm gonna finish a couple of mascaras in the next couple of months, so I can always just save the brush from one of those and use it to comb through my eyelashes. But I have been fine without this for the last little while, so it's time to say goodbye. And then let's move on to skincare. So this is the Buffet Multi-Technology Peptide Serum from The Ordinary. This was one of the first products I ever got from them, and I was very, very excited to purchase it because I hear so many people talking about it. However, I don't know if I actually enjoyed this. I definitely liked it at the beginning. I really enjoyed using it, but I don't know if it actually like made a difference to my skin, or I just enjoyed it because it was like something new. Like I had never used a serum before purchasing this, and I actually found that since finishing this, I think I finished it a month ago, my skin has been quite a bit better, particularly in kind of this area. I always used to get acne on my forehead and my nose, but in the past couple of years I've been getting more acne kind of a little bit on my cheeks, but more along my jawline and my chin a little bit. So I don't know if this was actually breaking me out or it was this. This is also something that I finished recently, so maybe this was breaking me out. But since using this, my skin has been better, and so I don't think that I will repurchase it, unfortunately. And then I mentioned this one. So this I actually got from Buns. This is the Body Shop Chamomile Gentle Eye Makeup Remover. This worked fine as a product, but I couldn't really focus on how it worked because I disliked the scent so much. I don't think I disliked the smell of chamomile, but something about this was just not great to me. Maybe it had expired, but I mentioned not liking the smell in one video once, and someone else was like, oh yeah, it's not great. So maybe this was breaking me out. I don't really know, but I definitely did not like this. I would not repurchase it again. I have makeup removers that I like far better than this. Okay, this next product is a body related item, a body product, and it might not seem like a big deal, but it is a huge deal for what it signifies for my collection. I've really been on a journey. This is the Malibu Heat Shimmer Mist from Bath & Body Works, and this is the last body spray in my collection. I actually do have one more, but there was like this left and I gave it to my sister because she wanted it, so I'm considering that not mine anymore. If you've been following my videos for like a long time, you know that I have been trying to work through my body spray collection for years. that was one of the first things I think that I was really sorting through on my makeup no buy, because I used to have so many, literally going back to like the first ones that I ever acquired in grade 7. For some reason I had never finished any of them. I just kept getting more. So I'll insert some pictures of what the collection looked like before, but I actually got rid of quite a few of them through Buns. I remember one trade, I traded like 4 of them away for a couple things, including this container for my lipstick, so that was super handy. And I know that it takes like at least 6 months to work through a body spray, so the fact that I had 4, I was like, this is 2 years of my life. I don't want to dedicate 2 years of my life to these body sprays that I don't even like anymore. So now I just have perfumes left in my collection, and I think it will be kind of challenging to like force myself to actually use perfumes, because the past 3 years since I've been on this no buy, I have been using body sprays on a day-to-day basis, and then when I have like a fancier occasion, I would use perfume. So now telling myself that like I can use perfume on just a regular day if I'm not seeing anyone or doing anything and just like doing my own work, that's gonna have to change some things in my mind. But very excited to have finished this. It actually was a shimmer mist, but it didn't like have shimmer that lasted. But because I thought of it that way, I was like, okay, I can only use this on like beach days or like when I'm going to the pool or something and I want to be like super shimmery. And so because of that, I never reach for it. So I was like, you just need to finish it off. Like, just get it out. This is not your style anymore. You've had this for so many years. Please say goodbye. So this is me saying goodbye to my body spray collection and hello to perfumes. I like how this isn't even 2 years worth of stuff, and yet I've still been chattering on for like almost 20 minutes now. But these are big things. Like, I think I used to be able to go through things more quickly, but yeah, I just wanted to explain the importance of that. So that probably took like 4 minutes of time. Okay, this is the dry shampoo from Herbal Essences. This used to be my favorite brand of dry shampoo, but unfortunately they are not cruelty-free, so I will not be repurchasing. I also would ideally like to not purchase like these spray, you know what I mean, this kind of bottle again because of the ozone layer. I'm not super knowledgeable about that, but I know that these are not great for the environment. I've never actually tried a different kind of dry shampoo, but I know that there are other kinds out there. Ideally, I would be able to get them on Buns, so just like using ones that people have already purchased and don't like, that kind of thing, but I don't know how popular they are on Buns. This is actually not finished, but the nozzle is broken. I tried asking you guys for assistance on Instagram. I asked if anyone had ideas, but I tried everything and can't get it out, unfortunately. So let me know if you have dry shampoos that are not spray bottles and that do work really well. This is a conditioner. This is from OGX. I didn't buy this myself, but I acquired it. Earth-friendly environmental packaging. What does that even mean? There's no more information about that. It says reduce, reuse, recycle. Can you explain how it's environmentally friendly? This is literally plastic and it's not going to get used again. I'm just going to recycle it. This was fine. I don't really feel super strongly about most conditioners, and I don't think this is cruelty free. Oh, it says not tested on animals. Well, I don't know. I don't love hair products that have a ton of packaging like this if they don't need to. Like, obviously with dry shampoo you need to have packaging, but a conditioner you can get like a conditioner bar or something. So I do have a couple more conditioners to work through, and then maybe I will try a conditioner bar. Okay, we have a toothpaste. We're getting into the weird products here. Burt's Bees, I like these toothpaste. It's cruelty free. It's only $1 or $2 more than a regular toothpaste, so I would highly recommend getting cruelty free toothpaste. And then the last product, this is a candle from Bath & Body Works. Again, something that I acquired quite a long time ago. I did not buy this recently, but I had like just a little bit left for like the past, like since I moved into this apartment over a year and a half ago. I just had a little bit left, so I decided to finish it off. Unfortunately, there was quite a bit of wax left at the bottom, and that kind of annoys me because companies can definitely, I mean, I'm not a candle maker, but I assume that there are ways to get around that issue. I don't have a wax melter or whatever they're called. I did look on Buns a little bit for one, but I couldn't really find one, so I decided to just get rid of the wax that was left. And I don't really have plans for this jar now. So can I do something with this that's not just throw in the recycling? Let me know. This was a fine scent, but I will not be buying from Bath & Body Works anymore. This isn't an empty, but this is a scrunchie that I have that's just completely lost its elastic. So again, I'm asking if there's any way for me to repurpose this. What can I do with this piece of fabric? I am not a sewer. I'm not like a fashion designer, creative person like that, but I'm just asking if I should do anything other than throw this in the garbage. This is now an advice video. Also, let me know if you like it when I kind of go on and on and on. I mean, hopefully this hasn't been super rambly, but I feel like some products I have really talked at length about, and that's not necessary. I can probably just be like, this is a dry shampoo. I liked it, but I won't buy it anymore because it's not cruelty free. You know, I can give like a much more concise explanation and description of products, but let me know if you like it when I speak at length or if you'd rather me be more concise. There we are. That is it. Those are all the products that I have finished or decided to declutter over the past month and a half-ish. It is pretty wild to me when I see how much is leaving my collection every month or two. I'm like, how? Because I'm not bringing anything in. Remember that. I've been on a no-buy for years now. I've brought in a couple of new skincare products, but that's it. So I'm like, how did I have the space for all of this? Like, how did I possibly work through everything? How did I even acquire all of this stuff? It is bonkers to think about. So, you know, I don't live in a super huge apartment, so I only have space for so much stuff. So it's good to get more stuff out. But yeah, hopefully one day my collection will be much more curated, and I just enjoy really only having items that I love and that I need. So let's talk about a book that I have been reading lately. Okay, so today's book is super on topic. I'm very excited about it. This is Consumed by Aja Barber. I have been following her on Instagram for many years now. She works in fashion, I would say. She's sort of difficult to describe, but she writes about fashion. She writes about the fashion industry and the issues with it. And I had this like on my library hold as soon as it came out. It just came out at the end of 2021, I believe. I'm not that far through it, but so far it is exactly what I was hoping for. It is kind of a little bit memoir. Like, she does talk about her experiences working in the fashion industry, so it's not all like hard facts and information. Yeah, she writes pretty colloquially, so it is easy to get into, but there is obviously a lot of information about how we got to the point we're at, the issues with consumerism, the impact that colonialism had and has still to this day, how that factors in. Obviously, climate change, she talks a lot about the environment. Got this out because for one of my final assignments for school, so I'm doing my PhD. I'm at the end of the first year of my PhD, so I'm just finishing off some courses, and we have to write about one aspect of consumerism that has an impact on our lives. And so I am writing about the beauty industry, big surprise, and specifically the beauty community on YouTube, which I think is fascinating, but unfortunately there's not a ton of academic writing on it. So I thought this is kind of the closest thing, because she is an influencer and yet she has a perspective that is very like anti-consumerism, which is pretty much goes against like all influencers, which I really appreciate because I feel the same way as she does in a lot of ways. I do not want to encourage people to consume. I want them to stop consuming. So anyways, that is what I'm writing about, and this I think is going to be really helpful for that paper. Maybe I will even do a video kind of adapting that paper, making it into a more accessible but kind of fun and interesting video. We'll see. But yeah, I highly recommend this. She talks about the injustices in our consumer industries and the history of the textile industry, one which brokered slavery, racism, and today's wealth inequality. She really peels back the layers. So highly recommend this. This is super relevant to everything that I talk about on my channel. And if you like my content, I think you will really enjoy this book. So that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.